1. I want to put a ding in the universe. 2. Innovation distinguishes between a leader and a follower. 3. Your work is going to fill a large part of your life, and the only way to be truly satisfied is to do what you believe is great work. 3. And the only way to do great work is to love what you do. 4. The people who are crazy enough to think they can change the world are the ones who do. 5. The only way to do great work is to love what you do. 5. If you haven't found it yet, keep looking. 5. Don't settle. 5. As with all matters of the heart, you'll know when you find it. 6. Design is not just what it looks like and feels like. 6. Design is how it works. 7. You can't connect the dots looking forward, you can only connect them looking backwards. 7. So you have to trust that the dots will somehow connect in your future. 8. Have the courage to follow your heart and intuition. 8. They somehow already know what you truly want to become. 9. It's not about money. 9. It's about the people you have, how you're led, and how much you get it. 10. I'm convinced that about half of what separates the successful entrepreneurs from the non-successful ones is pure perseverance. 11. Innovation comes from saying no to 1,000 things. 12. Sometimes life hits you in the head with a brick. 12. Don't lose faith. 13. The best way to predict the future is to invent it. 14. You have to trust in something, your gut, destiny, life, karma, whatever, because believing that the dots will connect down the road will give you the confidence to follow your heart, even when it leads you off the well-worn path. 15. If you don't love something, you're not going to go the extra mile, work the extra weekend, challenge the status quo as much. 16. I don't really care about being right, I just care about success. 16. And if you're doing something new, you have to have a tolerance for failure. 17. You can't just ask customers what they want and then try to give that to them. 17. By the time you get it built, they'll want something new. 18. Innovation is the ability to see change as an opportunity, not a threat. 19. I have looked in the mirror every morning and asked myself, if today were the last day of my life, would I want to do what I am about to do today? And whenever the answer has been no for too many days in a row, I know I need to change something. 20. You have to be burning with an idea, or a problem, or a wrong that you want to right. 20. If you're not passionate enough from the start, you'll never stick it out. 21. I think if you do something and it turns out pretty good, then you should go do something else wonderful, not dwell on it for too long. 21. Just figure out what's next. 22. We don't get a chance to do that many things, and every one should be really excellent. 22. Because this is our life. 22. Life is brief, and then you die, you know? And we've all chosen to do this with our lives. 22. So it better be damn good. 22. It better be worth it. 23. My job is not to be easy on people. 23. My job is to make them better. 24. Creativity is just connecting things. 24. When you ask creative people how they did something, they feel a little guilty because they didn't really do it. 25. I think different religions are different doors to the same house. 25. Sometimes I think the house exists, and sometimes I don't. 25. It's the great mystery. 26. Quality is more important than quantity. 26. One home run is much better than 2 doubles. 27. The most precious thing that we all have with us is time. 28. Let's go invent tomorrow rather than worrying about what happened yesterday. 29. It's not about money or connections. 29. It's the willingness to outwork and outlearn everyone when it comes to your business. 30. It's not the customer's job to know what they want. 31. You can't connect the dots looking forward, you can only connect them looking backwards. 31. So you have to trust that the dots will somehow connect in your future. 32. You can't mandate productivity, you must provide the tools to let people become their best. 33. It's not about ideas. 33. It's about making ideas happen. 34. I want to put a ding in the universe. 35. You can't just ask customers what they want and then try to give that to them. 35. By the time you get it built, they'll want something new. 36. I'm convinced that the only thing that kept me going was that I loved what I did. 37. The most powerful person in the world is the storyteller. 37. The storyteller sets the vision, values, and agenda of an entire generation that is to come. 38. My favorite things in life don't cost any money. 38. It's really clear that the most precious resource we all have is time. 39. I don't think I've ever worked so hard on something, but working on Macintosh was the neatest experience of my life. 39. Almost everyone who worked on it will say that. 39. None of us wanted to release it at the end. 39. It was as though we knew that once it was out of our hands, it wouldn't be ours anymore. 40. Here's to the crazy ones. 40. The misfits. 40. The rebels. 40. The troublemakers. 40. The round pegs in the square holes. 40. The ones who see things differently. 40. They're not fond of rules. 40. And they have no respect for the status quo. 40. You can quote them, disagree with them, glorify or vilify them. 40. About the only thing you can't do is ignore them. 40. Because they change things. 40. They push the human race forward. 40. And while some may see them as the crazy ones, we see genius. 40. Because the people who are crazy enough to think they can change the world, are the ones who do.